Greetings, family. It's your lady again, Timitres_Mercy. Sorry, my voice today is just a bit odd. I am back again, family. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button. Please share my videos as well. Family, I'm back again to tell my story, the journey of my life, as it stated previously. So family, as I was explaining about losing all my voice goes, yeah. As I was explaining about losing all my clothes, and most importantly the clothes that I know that I wear when I go to some serious functions, gatherings and all that. So okay, we continued. As I was with the old lady, the one who offered me a place to stay, where my clothes were stolen. So I had to, okay, she asked me that I have to just take all my stuff that was left there from the previous place where this troubled child, and then so then I can be in her house, her son's house, where she was doing the ceremony. Then I had to take all the stuff and went to be with her on that house, in that house for short time, for a short space of time, while I'm still fixing my things. And then we went there. I took my stuff. I had to move my stuff from this travel child's place and go to the house of this lady's son, the one that passed on, that we were doing the ceremony for him. So I stayed there with my children and then the lady. But then again, she decided that, you know what, she will be moving back to her house, her own house, because she was just there to guard the house, not to be alone or empty and stuff like that. So since I'm there, she will go, and then I will be taking over until I can see if everything is gonna, until I fix myself or my things. I might put it that way. But then my voice today, I don't know what's happening. I might get hot water, but unfortunately we have a load shedding, so I can't get hot water. There's a load shedding here in Mzansi. This is South Africa. Family. So okay, we stayed there with my child after ceremony, of which my first child continued not to be well, and then there it comes a moment that she started having a running stomach, diarrhea, and then we took it light as it continued, but we were just doing all those things as by people, you know, that we'll do the concussion for the stomach to stop running and all that. But apparently it didn't stop. And then, okay, fine, we're staying in that house. It was not that bad anyway, because she was okay and she can eat. But the only problem was she was not weak. She was not something that you will consider to go to hospital or clinic in that regard. We just told that she has eaten something that didn't like, the stomach didn't like during the ceremony. So we just took it light like that. And then we continue to stay. Yo, family, the house, Yonkosia. It was, I don't know, man, so much spirits that I cannot really explain. Someone might not understand when I say spirits, of which I'm like, those spirits were just the spirits that are not okay. Because you will, in that house, like when you are sleeping, it's like, I don't know, there's some kind of, I don't know, movement that you will hear, but when you go out, there's nothing. When you check, there's nothing, until I'm like, okay, let me ask my child. As she was sleeping on the other room, I was taking the main bedroom, and like, it's like something is not, it's odd in this house. Even during the course of the day, something is odd. I don't know how do I explain this spirit that is, well, how can I put it, like no life. It's so like dull, like it's like I don't know, the environment, the whole yard. But as much as we didn't have a choice to where we can go, we just remained there. And then at night when you're sleeping, you believe me, I can't tell what the explanation of what we encountered or experienced. I don't know. As for me, at night I was just not sleeping totally, so I was struggling. But I won't know. I cannot catch the sleepy. They will be just this thing that is heavy on me. The noise, Nkosi yami. So, the noise is too much. Nkosi yami. Please bear with me and forgive me. I need to continue to record this video because every time there's a noise, of which at night I'm not gonna have much time, so that's why I'm doing it now. So family, as I'm explaining with the spirit, I don't know what kind of spirit. So I will talk to my child, like, what is happening in your room? Is there anything that maybe you experience or what? And she started talking to, saying that I feel like I'm seeing someone, like kind of a man, and then standing or what. And I asked her, what does this person do in this whole thing? And she said, it's like this person is just looking at me, not wondering why I'm here or who am I or what. But I don't know. She kind of like, she doesn't take it or into consideration. You know how kids they are. They can be ignorant. I myself also, like, at night there will be something happening by the roof, but when I look there, there's nothing. It's like something is busy knocking. But when I look at the roof, there's nothing, and I cannot see anything that is moving or whatsoever the case might be. But unfortunately, I cannot go outside at night. Can't. I don't want to see things that they are not meant for my eyes, guys. We stayed, our spirit became so dull as well. We were like also becoming weak in our bodies. It's like we are becoming physically physically we are being weak. Nothing exciting. We have this heavy weight on our shoulder. We have this, I don't know, sadness or emotionally drained, spiritually drained, physically drained. So, but then, likely, there was a time where there's someone who was asking if I'm still looking for a job, because there's someone who needs someone who can drive. And knowing very well that I can drive and I have my license. And then I said, you know what, I will take the offer. Where's that person? But then he said to me, you know what, but you are far, because you're now in the other section or town location, and then this person is looking for someone who's gonna be closer to location. I said, you know what, I'd rather move from where I am and go and find a place closer to that person, because I really need this job. It was around January. And then, okay, finally, around February, I moved, and then I started doing that kind of piece job of driving goods and delivering. It was something that was not giving a whole lot of money. I could just only be able to pay rent and buy smaller things there and there. My child got worse, being sick. Sometimes I'll be called while I'm driving, going to deliver, that your child has a problem and she's just, I don't know, out of control in that manner, that she's in a serious condition that need maybe medical attention, need to be taken to hospital. And then I will rush home and I'll find that she's what word that I can use? Weak. Yeah, weak. And this whole thing of running stomach, it's getting worse and she's becoming weak. Okay, I took my child to hospital. She came back. They gave her whatever that they have to give according to their knowledge and understanding of what is happening with her health and stomach and all that. But oh, sorry about that. Ish, my throat is so not okay. So, and I wonder what's wrong. So she took the medication until it finishes, and she would go to doctor and took the medication until finishes. She will go to the chemist and took the medication until finishes. Okay, there was this other day she came back and said, Mama, I met this lady at the chemist and told me that your mother does not want to answer the calling, and she even called you with your name. And I wondered, because here where we are, people, they don't know us. And she was using the name of your African name, not the name that we normally use. And then said, you know what, you cannot be healed until your mother do what's right for their ancestors. It got scarier. It got serious. Now what must I do? I need to consult to someone. I cannot go to a traditional healer. I'm not that kind of a person. I'm just this person who believe in prayer. Even though I was just partying to or played with my ancestors to be lenient on me and my child. Why would they want to take my child? Because it was like, if you're not doing good, your mother does not do right. Of which it was the third person who was giving me the story, or the third person who has given the same stories like other people, that you need to do right by your ancestors, because if you don't do right by your ancestors, your children will die, or one of your child will die. Now, this is my first child that she's sick. She needs help. Now, I'm like thinking, okay, now they're about to attack my child. They're about to take my child. They've taken everything from me, money-wise and everything. Whatever that I'm doing right now is not something that I can say I will raise the money for them, for me to go to initiation and training school, because it's just providing for rent and food and the transport of the little one who goes to school. At that time, I can't even afford to pay the school fees, monthly school fees. So, family, it was hard, really hard, because I didn't know where to go. Now I have to consult. On the Facebook, there was someone, I was in this group of African spirituality and all that. We can hear the testimony and people, what they experience and all those things, and you tell your story as well. But at the end of the day, it's just this group of people who are talking about the whole issue of ancestral things, being gifted spiritually, having a calling, something guide in that regard and all that. So you become interested because you are part of what those people are going through. And then that's when I had to consult this other person who was giving the testimony about this lady. The noise. Who was giving the testimony about this lady who helped her, of which she said she was, the lady who helped her, she was a medium. I needed the phone numbers so that I can contact her, so then I can go for consultation, and then contact her so then she can consult me online, because she could be able to do that. Remember, now it's money that I need to have so then I can do the consultation. I contacted her and she told me how much she needed. It was about 300 bucks or 400 bucks, I can't remember, of which I only had 300, and she said, you can send that money. I sent that money. That lady, what she did is, like, she was talking to me through WhatsApp. Like, what's happening? I will tell what's happening. And then she will agree to what's happening, that, you know what, if you're not doing 1, 2, 3, your child is going to die. Remember that I've stated that, I've had these people telling me this is what's gonna happen. And in any case, she will conclude it to that and then confirm that. Actually, it was the kind of confirmation. She said, you know what, you don't have time. Now what you have to do, I'm going to have a ceremony, Tintin ceremony by the river, blah, 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 somewhere in another area. I don't know if it was Laura's or what. Then I will like